Elon Musk, the man who's said to turn sci-fi fiction into reality with his innovative ideas, might just come up with something new that's gonna change yours, ours, this whole world's life forever. For this video, we have gathered all the news on Starling. Wait, don't go on thinking now that it's about a Star Wars movie. Starlink is Musk's new brainchild, or you can say this new satellite internet is a combination of Musk's Tesla and SpaceX brainchild. And just like any other Musk creation and innovations, Starlink is also here to change our lives forever. With this juggernaut brainchild, Starlink Musk wants to provide internet to all the part of the world, especially the remote regions and corners of the world that are deprived from good network connection. Now, you might ask, how is it possible for them to get such a wide range? Well, to answer all your curiosity and questions, watch till the end of this video, where we will share with you how Elon Musk's Starlink could change the world forever. As you all very well know this by now, nothing can be compared to Elon Musk's innovative ideas and dreams. Over these many years, Tesla has changed the automobile and vehicle industry by creating some of the most unique designed vehicles with cool futuristic technologies. If revolution in cars and automobiles had a name and image, then surely Tesla's car will be included. Just like Tesla, Musk's SpaceX, which is an aerospace manufacturer company, didn't stop and limit itself to just manufacturing and advancing rockets. With SpaceX, since the beginning, it was Musk's dream to launch the first permanent settlement to Mars and make multi-planetary human life possible. As we said before, Elon Musk sure knows how to dream big. And when two of his biggest and most successful are combined and another brainchild is created, of course it was meant to be something epic. Musk won't surely give us something basic. Starlink is basically the subdivision of these two, and it comprises low-orbiting satellites. Now, to answer all of your questions, how Musk plans to pull off this goal or task? Well, he plans to basically launch Starlink into the world's orbit, which will give him access to high-speed internet to all the regions and corners of the world. Pretty sure some of you are still very confused regarding this. Don't worry, stay tuned till the end of this video to know in detail about Starlink and Musk's plan to change the world's future with it. Launching a satellite to the world's orbit and to cover up the entire world and provide internet connection to the remotest area in the world is no small feat. For Musk to truly pull this off, he needs to launch at least a minimum of 10,000 of these small Starlink satellites to the Earth's atmosphere. And guess what Starlink has to say about this matter? Starlink exclaims that they're aiming for launching 30,000 of these small satellites to orbit. Yes, folks, you heard us right. 30,000. Let's just break it down to you. Right now, there are nearly 1,300 satellites in our night sky. These 1,300 satellites are hovering over the already good network accessible areas and providing service to more than 10,000 customers. These satellites mainly provide service to the northwestern US, Canada, and UK regions. Some of you all might think these are way too small of a number, but let's tell you that it's rather pretty interesting. The first prototypes for these satellites, which roughly provide 10% internet to all these places, were launched in 2018. And then comes our Elon Musk, who has stated that we can expect the Starlink network soon, and when he said soon, he meant global availability of Starlink by 2022. Yes, you all heard that right. By the year 2022, Musk is almost certain that he will be able to provide us with the Starlink network. Now, pretty sure many of you are already concerned after hearing that Starlink plans to launch at least 30,000 small satellites to cover up the whole world orbit because it'll lead to an increase in the number of space junk. Well, you guys won't be the first one to raise the question. Thousands of people have already raised their discomfort regarding thousands of satellites in their night skies, which can disrupt and have adverse effects on their stargazing, nocturnal animals' life, and many other queries. Even the International Astronomical Union raised their concern. They even released an official statement in which they clearly warned about all the adverse effects of Starlink doing so. Now, definitely after getting a warning from the International Astronomical Union and so many people, Musk couldn't just ignore it. So they had to do modifications and changes. Starlink started changing and developing the satellites now in a different way to make as less adverse effects as possible. They started developing the satellites with reduced brightness and visibility. And guess what? Some of these different designed and adjusted satellites are already launched into space. But once Musk's Starlink is all set up and complete and ready to provide us network service, then it's going to make access to the network much easier. Some of you all might argue and say they could do the same thing via using a fiber. Well, can you imagine the process of setting the fiber up? Definitely, you will get faster internet speed if you're using a ground-laid fiber optic cable internet connection than the satellite ones, but setting up these whole things is a very tedious process, along with interconnection with governments and many other diplomatic problems. So instead of going through all this hassle, Isn't it much easier to set up a satellite internet provider? Musk's Starlink is going to change the game for all these internet service providers. Just imagine the power and facility it'll provide that you can just tap into Wi-Fi anywhere you go to any corners of the world. It truly sounds amazing. Another interesting fact regarding Starlink, just like our Netflix or Apple Music, you can subscribe to Starlink and literally can stream internet. So yeah, if you're up and interested in having Wi-Fi connection 24/7 around you, despite the places you go, then well, we recommend you to pre-book them as Starlink is currently accepting pre-order subscription. For those who might be interested in having the subscription, then you have to pay $99 in USD as a one-time fee of the $499 US for the mountable satellite dish and router that you get, which you will need to install in your home along with many other items which will be included in the kit like power cables, etc. The news of Starlink has really gotten many people excited because the internet plays a very huge part in our day-to-day lives now. Can you all imagine a day without an internet connection? You can't do it right because from official work to spending your leisure time, everything is somehow connected to the internet. And then there's so many parts in our world which are located in such remote areas that it's impossible to get any kind of connection there. Musk, with his plan of launching at least 30,000 Starlink to the orbit of Earth to cover as much area as possible to provide internet everywhere, might just solve the problem as you can literally just tap into the satellite Wi-Fi around any corner of the world. Leave it up to Elon Musk to come up with something new, fresh, and innovative to blow our minds. Just like Starlink, Musk's other brainchild, SpaceX, also recently launched its first all-civilian Crew Dragon capsule to space. This historic mission is popularly called the Inspiration 4 mission. Inspiration 4 not only changed SpaceX forever, but also kicked off a new era all around the world. The Crew Dragon capsule, along with Falcon 9 rocket, was launched on August 16, 2021, 8:04 EDT PM from Launch Complex 39A of NASA's Kennedy Space Center. Inspiration 4, unlike Bezos and Branson's missions, were not limited to suborbital, its main aim orbiting around the Earth for 3 days. Through the Inspiration 4 mission, SpaceX not only created history of sending only civilians to space without any experienced space astronauts, but also they went one step ahead towards Musk's goal of making multiplanetary human life possible. From SpaceX's Inspiration 4 to Starlink, Musk is going on innovating and turning every possible science fiction into reality. Do you think by 2022, just like Musk stated, we will get our everywhere and anywhere one-tap subscribed Wi-Fi connection? Do you think by 2022 Starlink will be ready for us? Let us know in the comments below about your thoughts. We'd love to read them. And if you liked today's video, then please like and share the video, and we'll see you again in the next video.